My guest today is Ramiro Teodósio, a truly self-made man who is the CEO of one of the best esport organizations in Portugal, for the Win Esports. He's also a lawyer and a former professional League of Legends player. Ramiro says that balance is key. Tune in to find out how to achieve said balance and how he executes this concept in the lifespan of his organization. He talks about the struggles of everyday esport club management and how to deal with unsupportive parents. He also gives some really worthy advice at the end. I'm Katarzyna Dąbrowska, and it's simple, you know? Today, my guest is Ramiro Teodósio, who is the CEO of For the Win Esports Club. Hi, Ramiro. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so my first question to all my guests is, what is it that you actually do?
Well, I'm the I'm the CEO of For the Win, and beside that, I'm a lawyer as well.
Right, and this was actually really interesting to me. How is it that you go from being a lawyer to being the CEO of an esports organization?
Well, I guess that sometimes the my job was so boring that I need to have some fun, and with all these of esports and video games and whatever. It's like a passion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I played competitively League of Legends until 2012. So after that, I decided to found the club, the sports club, so that I can keep my passion, because I couldn't keep my career as a competitive player.
Okay, why not?
Well, because it was like the end of one of the parts of the study, like the university, and then you
Mm-hmm.
start a new path in the career of being a lawyer, or trying to be a lawyer at that time. It's like I have to certain things like internship. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Directly with the bar. Um, and I needed so much time to study. I have like I have to search here on amazing thing that is um, the Google Translator. Okay,
Ah, yes,
okay.
absolutely. Feel free to use that
Yeah,
while we
thank you so
talk.
very much. Everything that is
Yeah.
going to hear this is going to laugh a lot. So, the master's and degree, okay, in
Mm-hmm.
besides the degree of the college, the master's and degree in the college, and
Mm-hmm.
doing at the same time the internship of the order, and so I didn't have time to keep playing and do everything. So I have to quit of one of the things.
Okay.
Um,
So you decided to quit being a lawyer.
I decided to, yes, to work hard to be a lawyer, and at the same time founded FTW in 2012.
Okay.
And so I stopped playing, because when you are with a team playing, like I was playing like League of Legends at that time, you don't only depend of your schedule, of your time. You have other four persons, and you have your coach and stuff. So you cannot rule your own schedule and time.
Yeah.
You have to respect the others as well. um so, as a CEO, I can make my own time
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
decide how many efforts and time I'm going to put in some area or work, and that's why I decided to leave the competitive League of Legends start player. No, I wasn't a start player, but anyway, I played and do my master's in degree, and of to become a lawyer.
Okay, so you quit playing to get your master's, and then what happened? You got your master's, and
Mm-hmm.
you started working in the legal field.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what were you doing there? What kind of law?
Economic.
Okay.
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 Permanent job. It's like most of the time, I only work with companies, and that's all. I deal everything
Okay.
that the companies need. If you need to register a brand, to do a new contract for a worker, a problem that you have with an insurance, new contracts with insurance, acquisitions, sellings, something like that.
Okay. And then what happened that you went back into esports? Because as I understand it, you had a little bit of a break because you were focusing on all the law stuff.
Oh, but I
Uh,
keep everything on esports. I founded FTW in 2012, but I keep everything. Uh, in the meantime, I was working to be a lawyer. Okay, I decided to found the sports club because I couldn't live like esports. I couldn't live video
mhm.
games. It's like, a passion. So
Yeah.
it was like a way to compensate the time that I didn't had at the time to play. So I decided to fund this sports club because I think, okay, I know so much thing about this market at the time.
Hmm.
Today I think, no, you didn't know anything, Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. But okay. And I decided to. So I love this so much. I like this so much. It's give me so much pleasure. So let's do and try to do something different in your own country and stuff. And that's why I found it for doing.
Okay. And how did your adventure with esports actually begin? Like, or maybe even with gaming. Let's start with gaming.
Okay, my first experience. Most of the people in Portugal don't know this. Okay, I think I'm keeping this for a late reveal. It's like a plot twist. Okay.
Hmm.
When I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, there was a video game called Ugo,
Okay. I
and
have
you
never
play.
heard of this.
Okay. After
Teach me something new.
Okay, after the interview, I'll show you. But
Awesome.
it's called Hugo, um, and you played from home, by the telephone, that
Okay,
you
so it
have
was like
at
a
home.
mobile. So it was like a mobile game.
Not mobile, because at that time you didn't have like smartphones. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Oh,
it's
right.
like with yeah, I'm 36. Okay, so it was
Oh,
like
you're exactly
20.
my age.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
it's
at 13, we did not have mobile phones. I didn't even have a Nokia back then. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
okay.
So this was like 20 years ago. There's
Yeah,
no more
no, no, no.
smartphones.
Don't
Like I
say
should.
that. No, we're
Okay,
not that
okay,
old.
okay, 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 okay. So you play from home through your cell phone with the DMDF, I think is what's called, the when you press the button and make that noise like
Oh,
okay.
the
Yeah,
dial up internet.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
you play from home,
fascinating.
and I played for the national television. Okay, the video game, you control the um, the character from your house. You watch your TV, okay, and you press like the buttons to control the character to go to the to the left and to the right. Okay, and I became like national championship with that
Oh,
game.
wow.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What
So
was the
it
purpose
was.
of the game? Like, what was the purpose? What did the character do?
It's like, you have to. I have to go to the Google.
Yeah.
You have to deflect from obstacles and stuff. Like, imagine you are going in a railway. You are
Hmm.
the character going into railway, and you come from the front, the trains. Okay, so you have to
Okay.
click left, right, and stuff so that you can avoid the train.
Hmm.
The same, like you are going in a path. With snow, and you come snowballs from in front of you, and you have to again, deflect from them to the left and to the right. It's the only thing that have to do. But
Okay.
imagine this doing like you have your phone, you have to look to your TV, and you have like kind of delay, I don't know, at least 1 second and stuff. So
Okay.
it wasn't easy at all. But yeah, I became like national championship, the first national champion.
Hmm.
um it's like champion, I don't
Yeah,
know,
champion.
champion,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, sorry. This speaking so many languages, sometimes like Portuguese,
I know.
Spanish, English, and others.
I know. I speak two languages and I get confused in both of them all the
Yeah,
time. So I know exactly what it's like.
so I was the first champion in Portugal of that game.
Okay. So that was like your first entry into the world of esports, let's say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can say like it's sports because it's like um you are playing an individual game, but it's to you have a leaderboard and timers and whatever. So I think it's kind of like the first experience that I have in sports, and after that, I just keep playing and until appear my last passion, League of Legends, and then.
Okay.
But I play other
So,
games. I love to play CS:GO. I love to play Rocket League, FIFA, wherever. I'm not
okay.
an addicted nerd to League of Legends. Not even close.
And what was the when did you first start playing League of Legends?
I started playing like uh, I think in the alpha in 2009. But then
Okay.
I stopped and I came to the game. It was in beta in the early of
Hmm.
2010. I don't remember something like this. But I only focused on the game in the end of 2010, beginnings of 2011. So it was like I'm testing the game, leaving the game, testing the game, leaving the game, testing the game, leaving the game. Okay, now I'm playing the game, going to play the game. So like 9 years ago.
Okay. And were you a part of a team, like a professional team during
Well,
this time?
I started to play like alone, of course, and
Hmm.
then during the some I don't know if at that time it called ranked games or not, but I quite don't remember. But anyway, you had a rank, your own rank, like gold, plat, and stuff, and I'm for 3 times in a row by the queue I get the same player, then he invited me to be part of his team.
And how long were you a part of that team?
1 year, because in 2012 I had to leave and I founded my esports club. But it was from that team that most part of the for the win appears because um, in the first time in the beginning it was like just one team, then become a group of friends, and then
Hmm.
become like a global objective, global goal to make more for esports, make more for our own country. But I decided that the part of them said, "Oh, this is like a waste of time. This is never going to work. Nobody cares about this. Video
Hmm.
games, it's not going to be the future," and something like that. And so most of them was like chilling parts, and I'm the one that wanted to. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work hard for this.
Yeah.
Let me follow my dream. And yeah, kind of like this.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, what was the process of setting up for the win? How did it look like?
No, wasn't so hard at the beginning, not to create the sports club and stuff, but to think, when I don't know, when we have so a large amount of experience and a, m- a lot of areas in your life. Okay, like I was a law student,
Hmm.
but I've done a lot of things. Like I worked at the fashion, um, market, not it's not market, fashion area and
Hmm.
whatever. I've done accounting.
Accounting. Okay.
Okay, as well. Um, I I don't know. I was always a guy that I never stopped and being in only one thing. Okay,
Hmm.
I've done always several things and trying always to learn more, know more, and and study more. Study with life, not being only with books. Okay,
Hmm.
I've made as well theater. Okay,
Okay.
I had a formation of 2 years. So when you have um, not a tunnel vision, but like a wide vision of life and your country, it's like kind of easy to okay. I like this. There's another esports club. I'm not the original one, so
Hmm.
what can I do? And I tried to make the difference in Portugal, and I've made it because um, today I can say that for 2 years in a row, we are considered the best organization of the country by votes of the jury and public, and
Hmm.
it was kind of easy for me at the beginning because my goal was okay, I want to change the mentality of this country. I
Okay.
want to show and prove that esports can be a profession.
Hmm.
This is not bad. I'm going to do a different thing. Okay, so Fordoin started with a strong formation
Hmm.
with the creation of academies. Um, and not only focus in one game. Most of the sports clubs are focused in one game or at least one or two games. Like I
Hmm.
don't know when you talk to me about G2, I remember G2. I think G2 with League of Legends. If you
Yeah.
talk me about NIP, I think in NIP about CS:GO. If you talk with me about OG, I think in Dota 2. Okay, and Fordoin is not known for only one game. Okay, of course we have a strong presence in League of Legends because it's like I don't know my legacy, but anyway, we focused since from the beginning in the several type of video games, and with that I've built a huge community, we can say. And
Hmm.
in our first appearance live in an old school LAN, okay, when
Yeah.
you bring your own computers to a space,
Yeah. I
uh,
remember those days.
okay, and you sleep under the table. Amazing. For the win appear with 180 members.
Okay.
So the space of the event was for like 1,000
Hmm.
and 20% was for the win. It was like amazing.
Okay. And when you started, how many teams or in how many divisions were you playing?
Well, we started with three, 4/4 priority games: League of Legends, Call of Duty, FIFA, and CS. Not Go was released in 2012, but we started with the Source. Okay,
Okay.
so we started with these four games. It was like I don't know the trendy games and
Hmm.
the with the games that I know that possibly we could have more people to join and people to work with
Yeah.
and try to develop players and sections and divisions and teams or players individually like in FIFA.
Okay. And how did you decide on how to compile the teams, how to actually get the players and how you choose them?
Well, that was like the hell, okay? Because you are the new in town, okay? So you are the novelty in the
Hmm.
country. you have your old school competitors that are watching to you like, oh my god, who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is for the win? So cringe. And sports club called for the win, so arrogant, whatever. I heard everything.
Hmm.
And but anyway, since we were the novelty, it was like kind of easy. We have made, I think, was like Google Forms. Okay, so people sign. We had to process all those applies, um, do a lot of interviews, joining people. Like for instance, in League of Legends, we had like the rules and your rank. So we kind of put those 5% together, um, by their rank and and their role in game, like support, mid laner, solo top and stuff.
Hmm.
And we had, for example, 82 League of Legends team, 67 CS:GO teams, and stuff like this. It was like crazy, okay.
Okay. That's
But
a
it was,
lot.
yeah, but it was so fun at that time, okay. You had so much work to do, had a lot of people to hear, obviously a lot of problems, like, oh my god, he leaves, he gave rage quit, oh my god, my player leave, you need another player and stuff. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's all like hell and crazy. So like a nest of hens.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like, okay, you are there. Not like bees, because bees I most of the time calm down and just stay in the place. No, it's like ants. Okay, they never stop. Okay, and you are like the queen bee working over there with your other queen bees. Like, oh my god, don't go that way. Oh my god, do this. Oh my god, do I have to fix this? Oh my god, this is ruined. Okay, and but this was like a huge experience, a huge way to know a lot of people, to know the spirit of the gamers, the problem of the gamers, the lack of the maturity, because we are dealing with so young people, like from 16 to, I don't know, 24, 25. But it was amazing to give experience, knowledge, way to deal with problems, way to solve problems, way to find solutions and stuff. Uh, it's like stupid, but that helped it, as well in my career as a lawyer.
Hmm.
Okay, I became more patient, more understandable. Okay, to the people.
Understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of feel more compassion,
Okay.
with the others. So it was, a hard beginning, but it was like, I don't know, amazing.
Okay. And you said a little bit about this, but what's the hardest part uh, about working with players?
Well, you are dealing with human beings, okay? So that's the biggest problem that you have, because I don't know when people don't think that I'm being rude or whatever, but I love animals, okay, like
Hmm.
cats and dogs, and I have my cat that is have his own personality, okay. But when I
Hmm.
want something from my cat, I know I show him food and he comes, okay.
Yes. Simple.
With human beings, you can't do this, okay, because they are a rational being. So you can. It's like so unexpected what's going to happen. It's like the biggest problem, it's not a problem, it's like our nature, and thank god that we are like this. But you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what the person is going to do, in some situations, okay.
Hmm.
Most of the time you think, okay, this guy is a nice guy, he's going to do this, going to fulfill these objectives and stuff. No, he's not going to do that after all, okay. So this is the biggest problem in everything, in dealing in esports, because you don't have only the players, you have your own stuff, you have the community, you have the haters, you have the public. So it's the element of surprise and the thing that you can't control and you don't want to control, of course. um that is a problem. Imagine like you launch a campaign in your social media and you think, oh my god, this is going to be amazing, but you have an amazing thing that is, okay, this is for human beings.
Yeah.
And they are uh, 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 refusing the campaign. They don't like it, or in the other way. Oh my god, for the winner made this. This is so amazing. Okay, so this is so amazing, and the human race is so amazing. And you have to be so smart and so clever to deal with everything in this,
Yeah.
the internal problems, the exterior problems, in the case with players like the parents,
Oh,
the
yeah.
only way that they think about these sports, and you have like, I don't know, a player that is full committed to do this as life and is so talented, and then you have like two parents that, oh no, you are addicted, oh no, your life,
Hmm.
oh no, oh my god, what the hell are you doing to your life?
Yeah.
So you have to, this is the biggest problem, not being human beings, but the effect of surprise and everything that you can control. um because I don't know, when you have like an industry, when you can control the machines and stuff, you only have to do one thing: produce and fix it, correct?
Hmm.
Here, to be successful, you can you can't count with only you, okay?
Hmm.
You need to have a good group of work, like for example my
It's like a
staff.
team effort.
Yeah, it's a team effort, but it's a full team effort with your staff, with your players and teams. And I think it's a teamwork as well with the community. It's very important that you have your supporters, that you have people that really like you, that follow your work, that understand the goal of your esports club, um, the philosophy, the hard work and humility that we have to fund for doing. I started for doing with my own money, okay,
Hmm.
and I only could recover part of that money in 2016, okay, like four
Okay.
years
So it
later.
took some time. It took some time to
Yeah.
to make a profit.
Yeah, and in 2017 I have to make a new investment,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
So everything that I could recover, I lost. Not lost, but I invested in the
Yeah.
club. And in 2020, I didn't recover yet everything that I have invested to for doing exists. Okay,
Okay.
so but I think since I have my career as a lawyer and I receive my money from there, I'm the objective is not like I want that for doing pays me what they owe to me. Okay, it's like, no, I want that the sports can be auto-sustainable,
Hmm.
and the club have its own money and can rule it only with that. And
Yeah.
2019 and 2020, since 2018, that most of the time don't have to put more of my own money, so it's
Okay.
good. So
That
we
is
are
good.
going the correct path
Yeah, in
now.
the right direction,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to come back to the players a little bit because I'm really
Mm-hmm.
curious. How much do they train? Like, what's the process of their training? What do they do? Because I think this is what a lot of people don't realize, that
Mm-hmm.
esport players also train, maybe a little bit differently, but they train just like traditional athletes train. So, how does it look like at your in your organization?
Okay, we have to keep in mind that as you have in the traditional sports, you have different games, and for each game you have a process, you have a procedure to and a plan to train. Like for instance, in FIFA, you have an individual practice, and you have a collective practice like the 1 vs 1 with your teammates inside the sports club, and you have your coach that is always with you. Um, and you need to have then you have like the collective games like League of Legends and CS:GO, where you have the scrims and the pracs and whatever. You have to book them previously. Like today we have, or yesterday we have to book the scrims or pracs for tomorrow.
Hmm.
They usually start at the afternoon, and the end of the afternoon. It's different from game to game. Like for example, FIFA, you can practice only at night. There's no problem there at all. Like 3 4 hours with the coach. But the collective games, no, because you depend of the international teams to play with and to do the scrims and the practice, so that you can practice effectively with better teams, better players, the stuff that you are preparing for the tournaments and leagues. So,
Okay.
for example, a traditional League of Legends or CS:GO practice is like, okay, starting at 3 p.m. and at 6 p.m. So you have like 4 hours, um, 3 hours of 3 4 hours. I'm with problem doing maths at this very moment. Anyway, we have at least
I have a problem with math every day, so it's
okay.
fine.
Okay, so I'm not feeling alone. You have like 4 hours of practice. After that, you have the collective meeting with the analysts and the coach, talking and analyzing those matches.
Hmm.
After that, you have a break, even for eat, lunch, or whatever.
Okay.
And then at least once in a week, you have once in each every 15 days, you have an evaluations with psychology,
Okay.
and that's all. When we don't have this pandemic and this COVID stuff problem, our friend COVID, because at this very moment it's like our friend COVID because he live in our lives
Yeah.
for too long. Anyway, it was different. Not different. You had more things, okay? Because
Hmm.
we had the boot camps, we had the events, you had the experience that we provide to the players, like team buildings and stuff. I don't know, doing cards, doing paintball, not only focused on esports.
Okay.
For example, like for the league team, for a weekend they couldn't play. We go to an hotel, do a lot of exterior activities, um, and they couldn't play because the importance of those 3 days is to do actions of team building and not play League of Legends, because play League of Legends they could do and every time. So we try to do this type of sessions as well with the players.
Okay. And do they do any other training that is not game related? Like, do they have to? I mean, some teams I know even have trainings with like a personal trainer to make sure that they're physically fit as well.
We don't impose that for our players, okay?
Hmm.
We keep them under our eye and try to see if there's any problem, or try to see if there's any problem like with too much weight and stuff. With those, we send them to a nutritionist, but we
Hmm.
don't impose that to our players. This is my thing as a lawyer, okay? Because if you just motivate a person to do, is one thing. If you make them to do and they have any kind of type of problem during the exercise, you are like kind of responsible. So it's
Hmm.
a kind of lawyer thing, that's afraid of, okay, I told you like to go to run or do football and you break your leg and you injure your hand, and now you are going to lawsuit me because it was like an obligation of the sports club.
Okay.
Okay, but we motivate the players to do that. We keep them under eye,
Hmm.
and and since at any time that you see like a fatty person or more fatty person, we send them to a nutritionist, and and the people are monitored. Like, I don't know, you go to the first you go to the first time to the nutritionist, okay, and you are and I don't know, you have like 82 um kilos. So, and after 1 month you go there again and you have like 85.
Hmm.
So at the time we are going to question why.
And you earlier you mentioned a psychologist.
Yep.
I know that a lot of esports teams do have a psychologist on staff, or they send their players to a psychologist.
Mhm.
Why is this something that's important?
Well, you need to be healthy, and not only healthy with your body, you need to be healthy with your mind, okay? We are dealing, not all of the time, because we have like players from 18 to 47 at this very moment at Magic the Gathering, and we have a player with 47, okay?
Hmm.
So, but most of the time we are dealing with young people, and that they have most of the times self-esteem problems, house problems, ruling problems. I don't know, any type. There's only one problem to solve or to fix or to get better. Okay, so it's very important. So don't you feel that we have a technician to do that and to do the evaluations and to
Okay.
help them to become more healthy? Because if you have you everything in the world needs balance. Okay, if you provide too much cold, the the plant is going to die, and if you provide too much heat, the plant is going to die. Correct.
Hmm. Yeah.
So for us is the same. You have to provide balance, and as more as you can be a balanced person, more you can, I don't know, fulfill your objectives. More you can be more focused, and I don't know. Imagine like I'm going to have like a team fight in League of Legends. It didn't went well. If I have too much self-esteem problems, in the next team fight I'm going to feel more insecure to do, okay, to perform. I'm going to think, okay, I was so bad in the last team fight, I'm afraid I can't do this. Okay,
Hmm.
if you are a balanced person, you are going to, not an arrogant one, because the arrogant one is going to say, oh, I'm so very good, I'm going to do this again, I'm perfect. Okay, no,
Yeah.
the balanced person is going to think, okay, just had a bad moment, it was a
Hmm.
bad team fight, but this is a game. I have to do this. I have to try this. I'm going to challenge myself and to trust in me and my team. So let's go. Let's do this. Okay. So it's very important to have um, healthy mind, and the mental is very 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 important in these sports. And besides, for the parents of the players, it's like important and show like the professionalism of our sports club, and that esports is professional, okay, or can
Yeah.
be a career, because you have like I don't know, if you have a football club, you have the coaches, you have the analysts, you have the psychologists, you have the messages. Okay, so we don't have to discover the wheel when the wheel was already discovered. So you just have to apply some things of the traditional sports to esports and make it work.
Okay. And you think that that makes the parents a lot calmer about what it is that their kids are doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but you have one problem at that time, because some of the times the parents don't want to see the truth, okay, and when
Okay.
we have like this professional, a board or staff workers to provide this professional state, it's a problem for the parents, because they can keep blaming their son, you know. Most of the times you have to have a scapegoat, okay,
Ah,
to
yes. Okay.
justify
You need a scapegoat.
things. Yeah,
Hmm.
because I discussed with my wife because of my son is playing and stuff like that. Okay, um and having this professional way to deal and work, most of the parents lost their scapegoats. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
video games is not good, they don't win anything. No, they are paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're making money from it.
Yeah. And oh, your son earns more than you, so you can't say that. Okay. and things like this. So you kind of lose some scapegoats, and then you have other problem is that you have to deal with the parents. You have to deal with the
Mm-hmm.
frustration of the parents, and that's sometimes kind of hard when you see the parents that they want that their son to fail so they can have the reason. It's sad, okay,
Okay.
but this happens. So I don't know. We have to deal with parents. We have to deal with the players. We have to deal with the public.
A
We have to
lot of
deal
stuff
with,
you have to deal
yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And obviously with the media when they come with those amazing articles saying, "Oh my God, another person died was killed in Texas, and he was a gamer."
Oh no.
Oh no, he just was like. Can I say bad words?
Yeah, you can say
Okay,
bad words.
so no, he's just like want to play CS:GO. Fuck my life. It's not because he's playing CS:GO. He's going to kill people. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah,
So
it's ridiculous.
you have a lot of things to fight with, a lot of obstacles to go through, and but I like it.
Speaking of obstacles,
Yeah,
earlier you mentioned our little friend COVID.
yeah.
How has that changed the way that you guys operate? Has it changed the way that you operate?
A lot of things. A lot of things. For the Win, it's like an esports club. It is present in a lot of events. We have activities with schools. We have activities with universities. We have like a full calendar with activities ERL. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this changed everything. This changed the way that we treat as well our players because we had the schedule for and the agenda to do boot camps, to do trips, all that was suspended, not over. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
suspended. I don't like to
Yeah,
say, "Oh my God, it's over." No,
it
it's
was
not over.
cancelled. Just
Yeah,
on hold.
yeah, it's just on hold. Okay, and so we have to change and adapt to all of that, and we have to reinforce the digital and online
Mm-hmm.
activities. We have like an activity called For the Win Academy, where the public gather their teams, their players, or whatever, and join the initiative. And if they want, they become an FTW Academy. Okay, so we have more,
Mm-hmm.
almost 3,000 players, contestants. It was like amazing, and we try to we have to make more efforts to receive people in the help rooms and stuff. We reinforce the team of psychologists. We reinforce the team of staff because it was like we never had so many requests. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it was like okay, you exist, we need you. For the Win is like one of the most well-known esports club of the country. So a lot of people apply, a lot of players looking for us. It was like in the beginning, like in March, it was like insane to deal with all these. And then you had the other problems that the players are going to keep in competitions and mentally they are affected as well because they are at home, but some of them study, others I don't know, like their parents got COVID and was afraid that they are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of harsh to deal with all this. Now it's kind of more okay because the machine is oiled and we have more information about the virus, and
Yeah.
we are more conscious, and we have more conscience. So I think now we are okay. But in the beginning, like February and March, it was like the panic
Difficult.
for everyone. Like my staff was saying, Tio, because they call me Tio, okay?
Okay.
uh, I need holidays. I can't work more, or I'm going to become insane,
Mm-hmm.
mentally
Yeah.
insane, because it was like very, 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 very hard for us because we are not like a closed esports club. Like, okay, you have a team of CS:GO, League of Legends, we are represented by them, and done. No, we have the servers. Yeah, we have the role play server. We have the CS:GO servers. We have the public team speaks where people can join, can meet other players. We have the public Discord. So it's so many things and
Hmm.
requests that it's crazy. It was like crazy times.
Yeah, but
I think
you found your own.
most of the time was panic with COVID, and we
Okay.
were panicked with what was happening to us.
Yeah, it was quite a crazy time
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
beginning. No one knew what was going on, but you seem to have
Hmm.
found your balance now.
Yes, balance is
Yeah,
very important.
yeah,
I'm saying all the time that to my friends, my family, and to my players, balance is very, very. Trust me, very,
yeah, for
very
sure.
important. Yeah, but we
We're
found it, and it was very good for our esports. Instead, we were the only sports club that cared with the community, that cared with the players, that cared with everyone. So
okay.
this provide us even more statue, a better position in social.
Yeah, yeah. We're almost out of time, so I want to finish up with two two questions.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is, what advice would you give to somebody who would like to start their career in esport?
Mm-hmm. A player or a staff?
I don't know. It depends.
Both. Okay. Well, for a player, I would say like be always conscious of yourself
Hmm.
and your limitations and your capabilities and abilities to do for. It's very important to you always can have like the opinion of the others, and but you have to have a clear vision of yourself and know if you can really be that professional player. Okay, there's no Messi's and Cristianos Ronaldos at any
Hmm.
time. Okay, so this happens as well in esports. It's like sports. Okay,
Hmm.
so they have to be the new players or someone that want to become professional have to be very rationalist and very conscious about themselves. Then work hard, work hard, work hard.
Yeah.
Focus, be humble. It's very important to be. Humility is
Hmm.
a characteristic that is very important because with humility comes the strength, you are open to know more, to learn, to receive information, to receive orders, and as well to provide orders because due to my I'm humble, but I'm not but my humility provides me as well the ability to command, to do stuff. You
Yeah.
don't have to be a chief; you can be a leader, and in your
Hmm.
team, you have to be that. You have to be like a player and most of the times to be a leader as well. You can have your captain but you can be a leader, and for that you have to be humble as well because you have
Yeah.
you couldn't offend the other person. You have to be the right attitude for the others, to motivate them, to make them to do the things and work hard for that. For the stuff, I think it's kind of more easy
Yeah.
when you have more, a passion for esports. Like if you like to write, okay, become a news writer. If you have skills of design or video editor, you can do it as well. If you have like a formation in the social area or like human resources, sorry, um, you can be like a manager of a team or the human resources of the sports club. So it's more easier to because you are focused in one skill or
Hmm.
several skills like writing, designer, video. Um, and stuff. For example, for a coach, you need to have the passion for the game, the ability to learn, to study, and you just it's like not just, but you have to be You have to know how to talk to persons, how to make them hear you, how to motivate the players. And the analysts, most of the time, don't have to talk that much, but have to know how to read data and process
Yeah.
data. And so I think it's more easier to be a staff and have an sports career as a job,
Mm-hmm.
but as a staff of an esports,
Yeah.
and instead of being a player, it's more hard, it's more
Yeah.
challenging.
More pressure for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, humility, balance, conscience, give everything that you have to fulfill your goals and objectives. Don't
Yeah.
and give the excuses in the WC in the bathroom. Okay, no excuses for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I get late. We don't care. You
Yeah.
need to come in time. Oh, I'm so sad today. Okay, so how can we help you? Okay, we help you, but now you have to be happy. So forget your sadness and do your stuff. Okay, the
Yeah.
excuses is a huge problem in our world at this very
Okay.
moment. Okay, you have like the climate changes that you have excuses for everything.
Is it because they're younger, do you think? Or
No. It's a world problem.
okay.
I think it's a world problem. It's like culture at this very moment.
Okay.
You are so used to see like the politicians provide excuses for everything,
Mm-hmm.
and when you see a bad example from the top, you like to make the same. I'm not going to be a male chauvinist with the thing that I'm going to say, but we need more men's in the terms of what I'm
Like
trying to
manly
say.
men.
Yeah, men, like they have to admit their flaws, okay, and they have the strength to do the things, and if they are good, okay, I'm good, and if I fail, I failed, okay. And in nowadays you have like, I don't know, excuses for everything. Oh my god, OMS say that, and after that say another thing completely different. Oh, it wasn't uh, um, our fault because we didn't have information or full information about the virus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is globally that you are watching this. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like local. So when you have this type of examples, this is so very bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the last question I have for you is
hmm
what advice would you give to your younger self?
I probably would say never forget to be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I didn't change, but I adapted. I adapt for some people or situations that put me in jeopardize, and I would
Mm-hmm.
say, don't do that. Don't be arrogant, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But never forget to be yourself. I think it was the only thing that I would say. But with those situations, I've learned a lot, and I got more strength to face things and never quit and never surrender. And that's why the logo for the win, it's not an eagle, it's a phoenix.
Okay.
Always reborn from the ashes. It's
Nice.
like, okay, you can kill me, but you really didn't kill me because I'm going to reborn. Okay, so it's like
Okay.
um the inner depth
Okay.
philosophy of Fordoin.
That's great. So basically don't be arrogant, but be yourself.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and respect always all the time the others, but when you have to make a stand, do it. Never be a submissive person. I never have
Mm-hmm.
been, okay, but sometimes I had to, as I said, I adapt to some situations, some personalities, and just like frozen, let it go, let it go, let it go. Uh, and in the end, it wasn't so good.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time today. This is all we have time for. I really appreciate your time. Um,
Thank you so
that's
much for
that.
your
Thank you.
invite, and it was like amazing to talk here about all these things, and I reveal some things that even in my country they don't know. Like I was like a professional player not a
They don't know
professional,
that.
but they don't know that I played like with 12 or 13 years old in the national championship and I won it. So
Or maybe they'll listen and they'll know now.
okay, I hope so.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.